What's up, y'all? It's your girl Stella, and welcome to another episode of Where's the Vibe? And I got two dope co-hosts here today with me. My girl Miss Beats in the building, and I got my guy Dizzy representing from one of the baddest sounds. You might remember him from the first episode of Where's the Vibe, right?
Love life.
Love life.
We outside.
It's tatted.
Tap in. And we also got a real big deal here today with us. A dope artist that you may know. My boy Iamaziatic.
Yeah.
I'm honored to have you here today.
We in the Billy.
And today is a very special day too because didn't you just come out with a project that dropped today?
It dropped last night, 12 a.m. You know what I mean? Better late than motherfucking never. No, it's better late than never. Don't add the motherfucker. Yeah, it's better late than never.
Better late than never. I like that.
Not on all streaming services. Y'all gotta hit me for it, man.
Oh, we gonna get into that.
Yeah.
We gonna get into that.
Chip.
Yeah. Somebody tell my boss that I ain't coming in. Today I'm calling out. I had a long night that I can't talk about. I see my coworker last night, he better shut his mouth. And I don't care, take my shift, they better work it out. I don't wanna see my coworkers, nah. See, I don't wanna take that fucking train, nah. See, I don't wanna see that nigga that sit out my job harass me every day for some fucking change, nah. Cause today I need a fucking change. Cause waking up 7 a.m. is always fucking pain. And if they don't give me the day, I probably go insane. I need a mental health day. See, I ain't trying to go to work today. Nah, no way, I ain't going nowhere today.
So your stage name is Iamaziatic. Your name is Asiatic. Like,
Yeah.
What was the background of the name Asiatic?
Well, my birth name is Asiatic, Asiatic. That's from the 5% Nation. It means original man. And but my mother called me AZ from it, and you know, teachers boxed my name up, so everybody just called me AZ. And after a while, I had my first rap name was Fresh Money. That was mad young, and then I had Young AZ.
Fresh Money.
I had Young AZ, and then like a lot of people, my homegirl Didi was like, "Why don't you just use your real name? People, you know what I mean, it's unique." I was like, yeah. And so I just instead of putting the S, it's Asiatic. Asiatic.
Nice.
Got it.
Okay.
Fresh Money is hilarious.
So I had a rough upbringing with that name. We like, is it asthmatic?
Are you asthmatic?
Like, they're not even reading. It's like, bitch, you're not even reading. Yeah, you're not even reading the Asiatic. You're not even reading. Like, try.
Right.
You the teacher, bitch.
Right. That's like,
Asthmatic is wild.
That's why. But that's why I'm so quick. Pause. Like, a lot of people used to joke on my name, and then it came to the point where don't joke on AZ because he's gonna roast you. Because you give one joke to me,
I'm gonna take that.
I'm not
Come here, you ready for this roast?
Yeah, I'm gonna roast the shit out of you.
Definitely from Brooklyn. I mean, just real quick though, they say it takes 15 seconds, you know, for another human being to be impressed by first impression. Like they say, best impressions are the first impressions. Statistically, though, it takes 15 seconds for someone to create an impression about someone. Do you believe that?
Where you got them stats from? That's a wild stat. Because if that's the case, like,
I mean, I believe first impressions are the best impressions. Do you believe in that?
Nah, not all the time. I feel like when you first meet somebody, they on their best behavior. So you don't really know what their vibe is most of the time. They trying to act away. Like, if somebody meets me in the first 15 seconds, you might catch 10 different things on 10 different days. Like, sarcastic asshole. I might be nice that day. I might be funny. I might be quiet. So it's like, nah.
I like that.
I need a little more than 15 seconds.
I
That's
never
what
heard
she
that
said.
perspective on it. That actually makes a lot of sense.
How many people you know and you was like, I didn't like you at first, yo, but you ended up being cool.
Yeah, that's true.
All the people that first impression was good end up being assholes.
I mean, even there's a lot of songs too, like you hear it and you're like, I don't like it, but then it starts to grow on you type shit.
Yeah.
Like
What they say, you don't judge a book by its cover.
See? I think Harriet Tubman said that.
You don't think that applies? You don't think that applies in like the business world or like in the industry world?
What, first impressions? Not for me. I mean,
or
people,
like in the music industry.
I mean, not for me personally. I don't know how other people think. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But me, it's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't really pay attention to first impressions like that. Like, if you got a good vibe from the first time, I'm already going to be pessimistic about it. Like, this nigga's a serial killer. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Better Late Than Never.
Better Late Than Never. Mm-hmm. It's my album. Nah, let me not sound like that. But yeah, Better Late Than Never. It's my album, man. Like, I'm so proud of it. Like the amount of people who bought it today, that shit almost made me shed a thug tear. You know what I'm saying? But nah, a lot of people, like, people was paying $100 for the album today.
I was just gonna say, let's get into how.
Rest in peace, Nipsey. I studied a lot what Nipsey did. I studied a lot what Griselda was doing before they got signed. 38 Special. A lot of these, Russell, a lot of these artists who was going against the grain and not dealing with the streaming services who are literally robbing us. Like, I got songs with thousands of streams, and they send me $40 checks, and it's like, you know what I mean? And it's like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, if my song has 200,000 streams, why am I only getting $90? Like,
makes sense.
Yeah, like.
And how long have you been doing music, putting out your music on these platforms?
What number album is this? Should we say?
Yeah.
Have we put out more that we can check out?
Yeah, I got mixtapes on SoundCloud.
Okay.
I don't have a project on all streaming services. I have like individual songs, but I like 10 years ago, when I was really on a big run doing shows all over New York, I was selling CDs. It was still a thing.
Yeah.
But it was fading out, but it was still a thing. I used to sell CDs for $3 to $5. I sold thousands of them shits.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I spent it on, but like, you know what I mean?
Shit, I think you telling your age right now.
Yeah, I'm 35. I ain't ashamed. Shit.
Yeah.
From where I'm from, kids get midlife crises at 12. You heard? Like, so me being 35, I ain't ashamed of that.
No, not at all. I'm just saying you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, a long time.
Ask that, was that like the inspiration behind the name of the album, Better Late Than Never?
Yeah, because everybody expects me to. Like, I do the weekly wrap up, and I drop a lot of freestyles, right? There'll be times where I'm just doing music. You'll see me all the time, and a lot of people expect me just to drop projects, but I have to live life to drop a project. I just can't.
Correct.
I'm not just. I don't write that much.
Yeah.
I don't write music that much. Like, I'm not every day just writing. If something has to happen, or I gotta feel inspired. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What inspires you, should we say?
I feel that.
I mean, you said the artist that inspired the album, which is dope, because I could hear the references of the production, which you should get into. But, you know, what inspires you?
Life. Me just living. Like, you know, so a lot of these songs, I got another sale.
Nice.
Got another sale? Okay.
Every time I get a sale, I'm going to be like, shut up, you know what I mean?
As you should.
But life, like, this project, the oldest song is from 2020, like, and the newest song is from this year. But I lived a lot of life within those 3 years, so you hear it. Like, I mean, that's why I don't like to drop too quick, is because the whole album might sound the same and the same vibe. If I'm sad, then I'm gonna make sad music. If I wanna fuck with the hoes, I'm gonna make that. If I wanna, you know what I'm saying? If I'm feeling hateful, I'm gonna do that. Or if I'm in love, I'm gonna rap about that. So that's why this album is so versatile, because I went through a lot. You know what I mean? Relationship. I just moved back to New York. I was living in Cali for a couple of years.
Oh wow.
Like, so I was going through a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck Cali, yo. Nah, shout out to Cali.
Where you from originally? We didn't even get. I know where you from, but
man, come
let
on.
the people
Brooklyn,
know.
you heard?
Okay.
You heard?
You gotta put the Jew
You know what I'm
in
saying?
there.
I was born in Coney Island. Shout out to Coney Island. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the Dusties. They're gonna kill me for that one. But shout out to Coney Island. And I lived in East New York for the last 20 years, off and on. You know what I mean? I lived in Long Island for a little bit.
Okay, wow.
Cali.
Yeah. What made you move to Cali?
I just needed a change.
Okay.
I needed a change.
But it was the same.
No. I don't know if it wasn't the same.
Come back home.
You said the weed. I couldn't even stay for the weed. I came home.
It wasn't the same, because I was living in the suburbs. Like, I was living in the burbs with white people and shit, which I didn't like. Shout out to white people.
Shout out to white people.
Shout out to the white.
I don't like living around y'all, yo.
Were you making music out there? Like, did that inspire inspired you?
Yeah.
Right.
Change
And
it in any way?
visuals and whatnot.
No, actually, I was doing other stuff.
Okay.
But I was still into music, but I wasn't doing music too much because I had kind of like tapped out of that. I was doing more
Networking
like
with
getting
other
into
things?
acting and all that.
Okay,
I took some acting classes. I took a voice acting class.
Oh wow.
Like I was getting into just new stuff. Like I felt
Okay.
I had
We can
felt
find you
out of
on
love
Netflix?
with music for a while, huh?
We can find you on Netflix.
Not yet. Not yet. Why do girls say? Nah, Tubi be making brag.
They
though.
do. They
having
do.
the trash
My
movies.
uncle wrote a movie and Tubi trying to sign his movie.
Yeah.
Donique Pops, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to my uncle's book, Rats on the Train. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Uncle B, man. Love you.
Look it
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
It's called Rats on the Train.
Yeah. It's actually an hilarious book. It's actually really good.
Is it about New York?
Yeah, it's about rats. Yeah.
Got
That
it.
makes sense.
It's like snakes on the plane. This is Rats on the Train. You know
Rats
what
on the
I mean?
train.
Nah, I'm interested now.
snap.
Yeah, nah, it's a good book. Shout out to my uncle. I got a creative family, so you know what I mean.
Nice,
I appreciate that.
Nice. Yeah, that is interesting. That is a blessing too to be around, you know, those who support you, especially if you're already around family members who kind of is a part of a certain industry or you know are around, like you said, you're surrounded by nothing but creators. So that's dope.
Do you have family? My bad, I have to cut you.
No, it's
Do
okay.
you have like family that's into the music industry in any way?
Yeah, two DJs actually. DJ Spinderella from Salt and Pepper is my first cousin.
Okay.
Like you know what I mean. You already know she paved the way.
One
for
of the
female
best
DJs.
females
Yes,
to ever
yes.
do it.
No,
Let's,
not
let's
one of
give
them,
it up.
but the best. Like I
The
don't
best.
Yeah, that's
The best.
Yep.
That's LeBron. Like you know what I mean. Like or
Salt,
Jordan.
pepper, and Spinderella.
You know what I mean. Shout out to Cuz.
Yeah.
She gave me extra money for the album today. Shout out to her. And
Right.
her brother DJ Bourne, my first cousin. He's a real established DJ. He actually DJs for Tretch right now.
Nice.
Like you know what I mean. I actually met Tretch last year. Real good dude. Like when I meet celebrities, they usually like a little funny. Tretch is a real one, and he still rap his ass off.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. But shout out to Tretch. Buy that album, nigga.
I noticed that you got a lot of dope visuals, right? And so I want to know, like, how much involvement do you have in the treatments and set it up and producing these videos or even, like, recording these videos? You know, like, your weekly wrap-ups is super fire. Like, I'm got a lot of questions about that. But first question, we got to get first one out the way first.
The visuals.
Visuals. How much involvement you got in that?
100%. I write all my own treatments.
You write all your own treatments?
Yeah, I direct. Yeah, I do it pretty much by myself. Of course, you gotta have somebody shooting it. Like with my dogs, I wrote that whole treatment. Shout out to my son JL, man. He was the official shooter of Pop Smoke. He do 5-year videos. He do a lot of the drill stuff. He's really dope. But I had caught him a little early. He did the With My Dogs video. That's why I look like a movie. But I wrote that treatment. Yeah, I write all my treatments. I'm a one-man band.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
Man.
Nice. So you created the visual, you created the treatment, how you want the video to match up with the song, and then you create, and then you choose the best of the best to make that vision come out.
Like F Work, I did that damn near all by myself. Like I was setting the camera up in certain places and doing that shit. And I shot all the B-roll myself and all that.
It's actually one of my favorite tracks on the project, by the way.
Because
At work, listening to it, like, for real.
Like, fuck work.
I feel you.
At work, is the song, so
It's
the,
about fuck work? Like,
yes, exactly. So yes, Brian definitely put me on to that song first.
very tough.
He didn't even mention, yo, this is my boy, nothing. He just put this song on, and you could literally ask him yourself. I'm like, yo, who sing this? Who is this?
I think I made Brian quit his job. That nigga was like, fuck this job.
Yo, I'm telling you, it was 5 o'clock in the
Great
morning
job,
this
too,
morning.
right? Yeah, like, he's like, you know what? Motivation, yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really involved in everything I do. Like, all the promo vids that you see me do, I do that myself. I had learned how to edit and do all that stuff because I hate waiting on people.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get a lot of beats from YouTube because I gotta wait on
I was
producers.
gonna ask, what is like the production and stuff? Where did you get it from, or do you know?
A lot. No.
That helped you with the project.
A
Did you
lot
record
of
yourself? Did you?
No, I didn't
mix
record
it?
myself. Shout out to my nigga Preach Gold, man. That
Shout out
nigga
to
is
Preach, shout out to Preach.
he is one of the best engineers I've ever came across. He's actually working with Lauryn Hill right now.
Nice.
Like, you know what I mean? He deserves it. He's a hell of an artist himself. But I was driving him crazy, pause, all the way up to the release last night because I couldn't get this hook right. Like, yo, take this off. And he was in another session, and he was just like, all right, Z, like. And then he came through in the clutch.
We are our worst critiques, though.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So.
It was my fault, though, because the
that.
album was done, and I decided to do this hook over last minute, and it wasn't working out. So I had to go kind of back to the original hook. So I wasted a lot of time and money. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Trial and error.
Like, yeah, but, yeah. I learned how to do a lot myself because of I don't want to wait on nobody. Like, I hate that. Like,
I was gonna ask, is it the waiting part or like the creative part of it? Do you feel like you want to have your creative genius on it?
No, I would rather work with other creative geniuses. It's just a lot of people, most people don't have the work ethic I have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I want to do something, I want to get this shit done now. These niggas want to wait 3 weeks. Nah,
Right.
Like, nah, we got to get this done now. My idea needs to come out right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
And the more creatively driven you are, the more it's like, yo, I need it this way at this time, you know, and the more, you know, creatively driven you are, the more you're going to want to do it yourself anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I want help. Like, I don't want to do all this shit myself. Like,
Right.
you know what I
It
mean?
takes a team.
It does take a
It
team.
takes a team.
Because I want to, if I was in a position just to pay attention just to the music, like imagine my music level is already high. So if I get in a position where I got a team and it's like, I've had teams before, like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who ever managed me, all that. I appreciate everything, but a lot of the times we clash because of the work ethic. And not to say they didn't have it.
It's like basketball.
And as an artist, you get crazy as an artist. Like, you know what I'm saying? You say you was a producer, right? You get crazy. Like, you're crazy. Like, you know what I mean? You got to be crazy to be an artist. You have to. It's just a part of it. Anything that you do creative, DJing, you know what I'm saying? Talking. You know what I mean?
It's art in its own.
You got it. It's an art.
Yeah. It is.
You creating conversation. You creating vibes in the
Yeah,
party.
I
You
do a little
creating
more than
beats.
talking, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I didn't know. I just got stuck. I didn't want to call you Gail.
No,
Kane.
no, but you're right though. Like, and you gotta be creatively, like, certain things trigger these emotions to be creatively driven or to be, you know, like you said, as a rapper or as an artist, a musical artist, when you're sad, you can make sad music. When you're, you know, when you're happy or you dealing with a whole bunch of different, you in your ratchet mode, you could be in that mode. Like,
Shout out to ratchet mode.
I was gonna ask, so one of my second favorite track is Move. So what's your favorite track on the? Because you got different vibes on it.
Yeah, all different. I don't think I made the same song twice on that album.
Nah, definitely not.
And that's why I don't write that much. Cause I don't like making the same song twice. Like, I appreciate artists that do that. Like, you hear Future album and it's like the same vibe, and that should be fire though. Like, I kind of envy that sometimes. Like, damn, how you do that? But with me, I like making different shit. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say I'm the opposite. I mess with Future, but a lot of his. I got an old soul too, by the way,
Yeah.
I can
which is
appreciate all of
really
it.
Me too.
like, you know, you already know.
What was your favorite?
Oh, Pray For Me.
Okay.
Shout out to Queso. Yeah, Pray For Me. The last record.
Last track,
Yeah, I just feel like I got a lot of great verses, but I feel like that's my best verse I ever. Not bar for bar, but just what I'm talking about in that song. You know what I mean? That shit gives me chills. When I give myself chills, pause. Is that crazy?
No, that's yeah.
I mean, like,
That part right there.
but yeah, Pray For Me is my favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the whole project, but Pray For Me is definitely and also Better Late, the first record.
First track. I was telling him when we was on the way here, I was like, I played Move, and that's basically like the club track you would say that's on the album. So I played that at a party last week. And people was like, yo, who is it? Like, what is this? Mad people like, oh, what the fuck is this? I'm like, that's my boy. I didn't even say nothing. I just played it. They're like, yo, run it back. I'm like,
yes.
Yo, shout out to my bro AI.
shout out to AI.
Little story about that song, right? When I made that song, I kept it like super simple on my verse. I kind of started off a little fast, and then I kept it super simple just for, like, I didn't want to get super lyrical on yeah, so I kind of dumbed myself down. Not super dumbed myself down, but like kept a simple flow. And I told AI, this is the exact words. I said, I need you to be the takeoff on this record.
Nice.
From, you know what I mean? Like, you know how Takeoff going to Migos records go crazy. I said, And when I watched him record that verse, I was like, holy shit. People gonna say he killed me on that shit, but I'm like, yes, please. Like, he went crazy. Shout out to my boy AI. He's
I was just gonna ask if you have any features on the album. I didn't listen to the whole album. I didn't get a chance to listen to the whole album, but when I cop it, I will.
Fake ass Gail King. How you ain't listen now, Joe?
I'm just saying. I've done my research on you to an extent.
I mean, the album just came out.
Words
came out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't want you to rush through the album and then come in with some fake shit.
Come on now, you're an artist, you get it. But your work song, I really like that, and the visuals to that, the video to that.
Yeah, shout out to London McCoy.
I thought that was really dope. Yeah.
Shout out to London McCoy singing the backgrounds, and also shout out to my boy Jimmy Bills playing live bass on there. So that bass you hear on there is live. I love live instrumentation.
Oh, okay.
My favorite music comes from late 70s, early 80s. So I like real
That's
music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My boy AI is on the album. Scum Gang member, former Scum Gang member. Shout out to Scum Gang. We can get into that later.
Okay.
My brother is on the album. Tiz. He's the one that taught me how to rap. My older brother. And
Thank you, older brother.
his son, my nephew, my favorite nephew. Don't tell my other nephews. But yeah, he's on the album. I gave him his own interlude. It's called the Junior Interlude. Just I wanted to introduce him to my fans because he just started rapping and he's really, really good. He think he better than me, but I'm still whooping his ass. You heard?
Okay.
Nah, but he's really good. Got a lot of potential. He's definitely way better than me at that age. He's 23. I was trash at 23 probably.
Definitely not.
I was getting high. I got good at 25, I think, like around that time.
I mean, I'm not saying this because I'm your friend and we're friends, but since you started rapping,
He's been fire.
This nigga's nice. Am I right or wrong?
That part.
This nigga's been nice.
I just got way better. My pen always
as you
been
should.
my greatest gift is my pen. Like I love writing. Like I just started writing scripts and shit. Like,
Nice.
I just like to create.
That's a definite gift.
Yeah.
right
Like
there.
I love writing. I can write a bios. I can write. I mean, all type of shit. I love to write.
You ever thought about writing a book?
About what?
Has
You fucked me up with that. I was like, oh shit,
Has
that's
it ever crossed
crazy.
your mind like I could write a book?
Yeah, I could probably write a book. I don't think I got the patience to write a book. I'd rather write like a series or a movie.
Script.
If I write a book, it's gonna be some freaky shit. Yo,
50 Shades of Black.
speaking of that, you know, Kane write them type of books. Shout out to my best friend
That's
Kane,
Kane.
man.
I can
Like,
see
this
that.
nigga,
I
he
can
write
see
freaky ass books. Them
can
shits
see
is
that.
poetic too. I'll be like, damn, nigga. That nigga make eating ass sound romantic.
That's funny.
That's
Yeah, Kane got
know
some
that.
good ass books, like exotic, erotic books and shit. Yeah, eating ass ain't romantic. Right?
a show.
Yeah, you need your own show for sure.
I had a podcast. Me
Really?
and Kane at the bar. Yeah, we went for years. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I had Toxic Hour. Remember that shit on Instagram during the pandemic and shit? I had a show
A
called
toxic
Hour.
podcast?
I used to ask people toxic questions and then I used to score them.
Ah.
This is when everybody was stuck in the crib. It was a live show. It was actually good. People wanted me to bring it back, but that was for that time.
Right.
Like how quarantine shit with Tory Lanez. It was just for that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Other people was actually watching your live instead of being on the
Nah, that
15
shit-
Instead of
seconds.
running through your life.
I used to have like 100 people in it at the time. That shit got crazy.
I was one of them.
That shit was hilarious. I cleared my whole page for this project, but I'm gonna repost a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean? But
Okay. What about let's get back into your weekly wrap ups because those shits is fire.
yeah, man, it's coming back January 5th. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited to bring that back. And let me tell y'all something. Let me look at this motherfucking camera. Don't get mad at me, celebrities. I don't give a fuck what y'all do, bro. If it was my choice, I wouldn't do Wiki Rapper because I don't be giving a fuck.
For those who don't know,
He
explain.
said, "Don't give a
explain
fuck.
what
Don't get
exactly
mad
the
at me.
Wiki
Y'all
Rapper
niggas
is.
dead."
So the Wiki Wrap Up.
Y'all business is out there, right?
So the Wiki Wrap Up is just basically me rapping under 60 seconds. Well, now it's over 60 seconds. Probably like a minute and 30 about what's happening that week. Like similar to what Uncle Murder does on the yearly. You know what I
But
mean?
you doing it on a weekly.
I do it on the weekly. So a lot of people ask me like, yo, did you get that from Uncle Murder and Mad Skills? I'm like, no. Honestly. Like I respect what they do, but I didn't get it. I started it in 2017, I think, and I just didn't have no studio money, and I wanted to put something out. And I just put my phone in my face. I wrote some shit down on the news. and about the news and just rap that shit. And people liked it. And then the second one I did is when Nicki and Remy was beefing. And that shit ended up doing like 60,000 views. It just went like viral. Like,
I remember that.
And then I just kept going. And then I stopped. And then I came back with episode 20 when I started to do old school beats. I kind of wanted to pay homage to the people who came before me, so I was doing old school rap beats and shit. And then I had got picked up by something called The Lit News. Shout out to my boy Ali. He used to manage DMX. So he had me and he had Jim Jones doing the weather under that network and Jadakiss doing the sports. And it was supposed to be this whole big network. We were supposed to like sign a couple deals, but it just fell out. And then I brought it back last year, but I ended up moving back to Cali. Because when I moved to Cali, I was supposed to have another deal on the table that fell through. And then I just haven't did one this year. So now that I'm back in Brooklyn and I'm back and I got the resources in the studio.
You started over. Back in his
January
bag.
January 5th. I can't wait.
I'm
Late than
definitely
never.
looking.
Better late than motherfucking never.
Come
Buy
on.
that album. It's only $9. That's a chopped cheese, a soda, and some chips.
Come on now. Y'all putting $10
Actually,
to a
that's
box.
less.
That's less than.
That's less than that shit. Chopped cheese, $9 itself.
Okay.
Shout out to chopped cheese.
Yeah, definitely. So, speaking of that, I wanna get into that real quick.
Chopped cheese?
I mean,
Dude, you
No.
passed the Tito?
but basically no. I'm saying, first of all, before we stray away from the weekly wrap ups, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Where you talk about different celebrities and different trending topics, basically, for the week to close out the week, and a lot of them have positive messages in it, and that's why I mess with you. That's why I respect it.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not like you're bashing anyone. Like how you know, like everyone has their own different way and lane and how can I say aura of their art.
Creativity.
Exactly. But with you, what I noticed with everything that you do, including this new album that you just dropped, like I said, I ain't hear all of it, but I've definitely tuned into a few songs and some visuals that I was put onto. And I mean, you're not just outside on the corner, on somebody's corner on the Brooklyn street and rapping. I mean, you're literally feeling the scene. You're literally talking about, you know, what you're speaking of. I mean, acting out what you're speaking of, you know. And so that's what I respect about you. I like the fact that, you know, from an outside perspective, and I'm now meeting you today in person for the first time. But, like, other than that, outside perspective, you always got a great message. So I love that.
Yeah, I try to keep that in there. That's what she said.
You are definitely from Brooklyn.
Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Michael Scott, but fucking shout out to Michael Scott. The Office, if you don't know. But yeah, I'm super silly as y'all see, but also like I read a lot and I'm big on like studying. Like different stuff. You ain't gotta sneak in, brother. We here, we see you, bro. No, but I'm like most multifaceted. That's what I want to say. Like, you know what I mean? And you'll hear that in the music. Like, I got a song just playing when I'm talking about having sex with all the celebrity women, and then I got another song talking about I don't want to die from addiction, and I got another song talking about fuck work. Like, it's like I feel like I think that's the problem with music today, that it's so one-sided. Like,
You don't talk
I
about
like a
real
lot of
things.
it. You know what I mean? If I don't like it, I just don't listen to it. I kind of don't like talking bad on nobody.
Yeah.
I try not to. That's why I kind of stopped podcasting, because you start getting into shit and talking negative about somebody without even realizing it. So it's like if I think you trash, I don't have to say it. I don't have to listen to you.
Yeah.
But you trash. You know what I mean?
Yo, so that track, what is it? The one about addiction? What is it called?
Their addiction too.
Their Addiction, right? So, again, we know each other. I've known him for a while. I know he's not addicted to any type of controlled substance or anything like that.
Yeah,
but
nah.
listening to that song, you would think he is. So you was painting a real picture with that song. So
Yeah, somebody asked me, you do coke? I was like, nah.
But you could be addicted to so many things, right?
They don't gotta be necessarily drugs. It could be
Yeah.
a girl. It could be, you know what I mean, whatever.
A bad habit.
Yeah.
I had close family members who were addicts. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
like
just
growing
around,
up.
you know, addicts.
Like I see it.
Yeah.
Like I see it. I've probably been addicted to alcohol at some point in my life. Not to like Tyson on that song, but like yeah. Like I had uncle, aunt who's
So you basically on that track, you basically put yourself in their body. Pause.
y'all gotta make sure y'all tune in. Okay, better late than never. Better late than never. Tune into the album. It is out right now.
Yeah, that was.
You put
It is
yourself
out
in their
right
mind
now.
frame.
I'm a storyteller.
Mind frame of a drug.
I'm a storyteller. So, like I said, I knew a lot of addicts. Like, so, I think I was drunk writing that song. Like, just, you know, when you stressed out and you start leaning on a vice a little too much, it could turn into like a addiction. And I think I have like addictive traits that's genetic. Like, you know what I mean? I watch I don't want to say nobody, but like I watched some of my family go through a lot. Like, you know what I mean? And I just wanted to talk about that. That's something that everybody here knows somebody that's addicted to something. You know what I mean? Food, pussy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Porn addiction is crazy. That's the worst addiction. Like, that's embarrassing, my nigga. Like, nigga at work letting one off.
Oh my goodness.
Jerking off in the bathroom at work, my nigga. You need to be arrested. Like, how horny could you be, you fucking heathen? Shout out to Puff.
Oh my gosh. But real quick, back to
Shout out to
your
Puff.
album and how people can support it. I want to talk about that real quick. How people can support that album. I know you said that earlier. You're taking your stuff all off of these streaming platforms. Let's get into it. Let's talk about why. You are not the only person I've heard say that. You are not the only artist I've heard say that. I know he is not the first artist that you have heard say that. So let's get into it. What is your reasons?
Well, the stuff I have on there, I'm leaving.
Yeah. But okay, so your old work that you already have.
Yeah. I don't got too much on all streaming platforms anyway. Like, a lot of my stuff is on SoundCloud for free. But they're robbing us. Like, every stream is penny on a penny. Like, it's 0.00001. Like, what are we doing here? Like, if I have 30,000 people listen to my song, why am I only getting $5 or some shit? Like, what's happening here? That don't make no sense. You know how much fuck the money in the studio time and the paying for the beat and all that type of shit. Fuck that. The time of my art is not worth that. That's an insult. Like, I'm not putting out microwave music. My shit is getting baked.
So know your worth.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? And I'm only charging $9 for the album. That's cheap. Like, you know what I mean? That's super cheap compared to the music that I'm giving you. I'm giving you music that you can live with.
Classics.
Like, that's my favorite rappers, Biggie Smalls, Tupac, 50. Like, these people give you music that you can really live with. I'm still listening to Biggie Smalls and catching lyrics. Jay-Z, like, still. Shout out to Kendrick, shout out to J. Cole, shout out to Meek Mill. These niggas is...
They don't live forever.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Not to say that these other artists is not.
They do.
They not.
I'm gonna say, don't fucking shit.
That's how real
shit,
it was.
nigga.
That's
Don't
how
sugarcoat
real.
it, bro.
Yeah.
But I appreciate a lot of that music too, because sometimes I don't be wanting to hear all that smart shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
sometimes you need to turn up.
Yeah, I don't be wanting the educational. Fuck that, nigga. I want to hear chicks popping their pussy. You know what I mean?
You see you?
You know what I mean?
Wow. Okay. No, I like that. I get that. So you think that is this something like similar to what Nipsey was doing when he was selling his album?
Absolutely.
I don't think that he he had some of his stuff obviously on platforms, but I think he started out selling out his album the same way, like physically.
Yeah, he was going direct to consumer, right?
Right. Exactly.
One of the main people that was doing that was Ryan Leslie. He was like one of the first people who was really doing that. I study him a lot. And what he was doing, 38 Special, Griselda before they signed things.
Even Troy Lanez, even he did it.
Tory Lanez?
Yeah. He did it too. He sold his album for like $1. He made $1 million. And then he got locked up. I'm just saying.
Right.
We ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I decided I feel like I got enough people that look at me that I can sell these albums. Like, you know what I'm saying, for $9.
That part.
And I go through this platform called Bandcamp, and you can make your own price. Like, today people were paying $100 for my album. That's completely, like, I'm so gracious for that shit. That shit almost, like I said, almost made me cry, because it's like, damn, people are really appreciating my art.
Absolutely.
And really, like, I've been giving away music for free so long. It's like, damn, people really, like, I've been doing this shit for a long time, and I'm really good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nah, that nigga, no. Like, even if you hate me, you like, nah, that nigga can rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but these niggas is trash. And,
I was actually gonna ask you. It's a good thing you said that. Like, what you feel about the state of like rap and hip hop right now?
I think money wise is great. From the visual look at it, it's the biggest genre in the world. But I don't think the versatility that's being promoted to us every day is effective. There's a lot of dope artists that talk about real shit
and don't get no shine.
But you wanna they promote. All these devils promote is devilish shit, which is cool, which is alright. Like, why is there no Lauryn Hills? Everybody Sexy Red, everybody City Girls. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I like a lot of that shit, but I want to hear. So there's no smart girls. Exactly. There's no girls that.
I'm sure they're out there, but like you said,
they're not being promoted. It's not.
There's so much other shit that women go through besides sexual shit, bro. Yeah. Like, why don't a girl have a hit about having a period and being tight?
Oh my God, brilliant!
Like, think about, like, why is it?
Check out my album next month.
That's simple.
Yeah, like, why?
Actually, I'm glad for this period.
I ain't pregnant.
Made it another year.
Like, think about, like, why isn't there not a hit record about that? Yeah, I want to write for more females. I wrote for females before, but it's like, all they want is the pussy popping shit. Like, nah, nigga, I'm gonna go suck some dick. Ain't nothing wrong with sucking dick. Well, for girls. That was crazy. Don't clip that. Ain't nothing wrong with sucking dick. A grown ass man just said that. Saucy Santana head ass. That nigga Saucy Santana is built like a linebacker, man. That nigga like the mother from Good Times, right? Nah, I ain't trying to fight that nigga. Gay people can fight.
But nah, you right though. Like, me personally, I don't like the state of hip hop right now. Like, I only have to
what state of hip hop did you appreciate?
90s shit. I mean, anything from like the 90s to like, I want to say till Kendrick and them came out. Like, after Kendrick and them, it was just like, alright, what are we listening to?
There's still some good stuff, but hip hop has never been my favorite genre. R&B and soul always been my favorite genre.
R&B died after Drew Hill on 112.
I feel like it's making a resurgence.
R&B went underground.
A little bit, yeah, same. I agree with you 100%.
I stopped listening to him after that.
I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna show you my playlist. There's a lot of great R&B artists.
Yeah, but they don't
R&B
play.
But it's funny, some of them don't consider themselves as R&B.
Yeah, that part too.
What are they?
Now that's a different whole topic. Now we in the conversation of us, our generation, and their egos. Cause I forget what's her name. Sabrina something.
Claudia.
Sabrina Claudia.
Like
Claudia. Yeah.
She's dope.
Yeah, she.
I mean, the girls are running R&B. SZA, Summer Walker, Harry Lennox.
But she made an interview about her creating that people just label her as R&B and that she wants to. Yeah. Why are we living in a?
That was Mariah the Scientist.
Oh my God! Thank you for correcting me because I was like, I don't think it was Sabrina.
You would class her as an R&B artist?
I only heard 2 songs from her and it was R&B.
Thank you.
Yeah. But I never heard of all the other records.
Yeah,
that's Young Thug Girl.
She literally. So again, this goes into a different topic. She literally says, Why can't I just create a whole new genre? So that's that whole entitlement thing going back to that.
Don't do R&B.
Exactly.
Free Thug, man.
So I was just like, huh? I thought you were R&B, bitch. Get on damn screen. But yeah, so I think that what you said is we're kind of like making it's an innovative time right now for music, for hip hop and R&B. Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of great R&B. I could share the playlist. A lot of great.
Even Queso, shouts to Queso.
I think a lot of the music that I'm appreciating is coming from like Africa, like different parts of the world.
Yeah, Afrobeats is definitely winning. But who's Queso?
Oh,
he's on the album.
He's on the album 3 times actually. He's on the Pray For Me record. He's on Just Playing. Yeah, that's my little bro. He actually got a single out right now.
Okay.
I don't want to box the title of it, but yeah, he got a single. He's a very, very talented.
I mean, the first time I heard him sing, this nigga was probably like 13 or some shit.
He can sing. He can really.
We was in high school. He's a little bit younger than us.
Yeah, he can.
I'm like, this nigga sing? What the fuck?
Yeah.
We got a lot of music together, but he's on there 3 times. Very talented singer, man. Shout out to my boy Queso.
I like that.
It's funny though. They have his shirt open and shit.
Yeah, he dressed crazy. He be pulling some shit off. I be like, damn, nigga, I be kind of hating.
And it be shit that only he could pull off too.
I be kind of hating, like.
That's what comes with it. That's what comes with it.
Yeah, but nah, shout out to Queso, but it's some good R&B. But back to Better Late Than Never.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Better late than never.
I got an R&B record up there called Lie to Me.
No way.
I said, was that you singing on that shit?
I was just about to say shit. I was just about to say, you sing?
Yeah, no, I can't sing. Actually, funny. When I was a kid, when I was a kid, like 7, 8, I used to be in a singing group. We used to perform at camps and all that. Me and my cousin Donique. Yeah, we used to perform at camps.
Sing at church and whatnot.
Where do we find the album though?
The album is on Bandcamp.
Okay, you said Bandcamp. That's right. And
You can follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, put the link.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
It's on
It's gonna be in
Bandcamp.
there.
I'm selling straight to consumer. The minimum is $9. You can set the price for however you want. You can give me $100 if you want.
Just throwing that out there.
1,000.
Just don't make it $8.99. You feel me? But I appreciate any type of money that I'm getting for my art, because these streaming services is robbing the hell out of us. These motherfuckers that own these streaming services, they children is riding on yachts while the artist is still got to sell drugs and go through court cases and all that type of shit.
Yep.
Let's take this shit back.
And I know you're an independent artist and you have all of these resources and all of these, influencers around you and things like that. But like you said, as an independent artist, it could be a little challenging. And I know you were in a group before, but I just want to know real quick about some of the challenges or the differences with being an independent artist and without having a machine behind you. What does that look like? How do you balance that compared to when you were in a group?
Well, when I was in a group, shout out to Scum Gang, you know what I'm saying? It was 5 of us actually. It was easy for me. I work with, first of all, they're the most talented people I ever met. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Dizzy, shout out to Busy Blaze, shout out to AI, shout out to Prima. Like, they all was just super nice. We all fed off each other, so it was easy. And I'm egoless in a lot of ways. Like, I was like the Draymond, like the glue. Not violent Draymond, but like when Draymond was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't care if somebody else was shining or like that. I used to have to talk to them like, nah, we good, and keep everything good, because my main shit was to win. It is easier being a solo artist, because I don't got to deal with nobody else's emotions. Like, you know what I mean? And if I make a mistake, it's on me. Like, if somebody else in my group make a mistake and it costs us shit, and I can't control that, that's gonna piss me off way more. I'd rather fail from my hand.
Yeah, I
like,
agree.
You know what I mean? But shout out to all them niggas. They still all my friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm outside.
That part.
You heard?
That part. I was gonna ask something about Scum Gang, but I don't know if you want to get into that.
I don't know, man.
Okay, because is it Scum Gang the same gang that Tekashi represents?
That he tried to take.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was supposed to be on our Wu-Tang. We got a Wu-Tang album on SoundCloud. We had to cut his verses out. Yeah, they were that bad.
Wow.
Well, give us a story behind that, because most people, when they hear Scum Gang, they thinking Tekashi, right? But we know where it originated from.
I mean, I don't really know him like that. That was really Dizzy and Blaze that brought him into the fold. I've been around him a couple times, so I ain't really got nothing bad to say about the nigga. Like, but yeah, I don't really got nothing bad to say about it. I don't really know him. I wasn't really involved in that. Right, we was in the studio. We was in the studio with him and all that. He seemed like a good kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? I remember us going to one of his video shoots back in the day. It was on a train and all that.
He's probably like 2011, 12 around there.
Nah, it was like 15. But yeah, he was like a good kid. And then, but the funny thing about it is, he went to Dizzy and was like, I ain't gonna lie, you're a smart nigga. He knows how to get attention. So he always had that idea from that Gummo video when all the Bloods and shit. He went to Dizzy and he wanted the Junction Crips to do that. And Dizzy was like, nah, like, we ain't doing that shit. And then he disappeared, and then he came out with Gummo and he had all the blood. That's what he had. He blew up off that shit. And he know how to keep attention, and you know. Shout out to him. I don't know where that nigga at, but
his bitch bit him.
Bit him?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't even want to talk about that nigga. I don't talk about I don't even like talking about rats. I don't jack rats at all.
Rats on the train. I was gonna rats on the train. Make sure you
go get that book.
Yeah, shout out to Uncle P.
Uncle B.
Uncle B. Shout out to Uncle B.
Yeah. The book is about Tekashi. It's Rats on the Train. But yeah, nah, like, let's keep it positive. Fuck that nigga.
Exactly.
Keep it positive.
Speaking of keeping it positive, real quick, we usually leave out with a positive message out on the show. So I say, what's a good word you would like to leave out the show with tonight?
You know, I'm going to say what I always say when I leave when I'm drunk. Be good, because if you're not that good, you may not be that good.
Facts.
Think about
that
it.
part.
When I'm drunk, that shit sound poetic.
So be good, because you might not be that good.
Nah, be good, because you fucked me up just now.
Because I'm trying to understand.
Nah, because if you're not good,
this time,
then you're not gonna be good. But if you're good, you gonna be good.
If you not good,
back. We need
you good, because you gonna be good regardless. I think that's what I got from it.
You know what I mean? Because if you're not gonna be good, you're not gonna be good. But if you're good, you're gonna be good.
Okay, bars. Make sure y'all tune in.
Frederick Douglass said that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where you get them stats from?
Right. Where you get them stats
Niggas
from?
just be putting quotes on niggas like Harriet Tubman said that.
Fact.
I talked about Harriet Tubman way too much this week.
No, but that's good. That's good. I like that. I like that.
But better late than never.
Yes. Well, I appreciate you again. You know, we gotta. Y'all make sure y'all tune in.
Bandcamp.
Asiatic.
Iamaziatic. IAMAZIATIC.
As it will be in the link.
You heard. Weekly wrap up. Everything spelled right. Follow that. It's back January 5th.
Better late than never. Out right now.
Out right now. Only $9. That's a chopped cheese or like hero with onions.
I really did think that was gonna be your message. Better late than never.
You know,
better late than never,
man. I'm already writing Better Late Than Never 2. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm already writing it. I'm already in the process of that. And I'm going to be dropping a lot of content. So all the money I'm getting is all for marketing and shooting videos. So
contribute.
I'm trying to choose.
I'm excited to see where this project goes because I think this is one of your better works.
Yeah, it's a good one.
The best works that you have put out.
Yeah, it's a good one. Wait till the next one. It's going to be crazy. You know what I mean? But
definitely.
yeah, man, Brooklyn, cuz.
Definitely appreciate you guys. So we got my boy AZ, as all his tags will be in the description. We got my girl P.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. We got my boy Dizzy. So make sure y'all tune in. Thank you so much for tuning in to Where's the Vibe.
Ozzy.